It's a combination of bad pairings, and I honestly think the players have given up on the coach at this point. I think they're kind of playing to get him fired because they're done with his bullcrap with how he favors veterans and how he has seemingly random lines and doesn't put together guys that have proven that they play really well together. Instead, he's always trying to switch it up and throw these random lines together that don't work.
But I thought Obama said change was good. No, I get you. One of the big problems that the Knicks have is inconsistent substitutions and, putting guys that don't belong on the court together on the court. Like, it doesn't make sense to have, you've got to get the best players on the court. And I understand that there are positions that need to be, filled when you're playing. But why do you not, when you're down, have your three best scorers on the court at the same time? Why aren't KP, Beasley, and Hardaway on the court at the same time?
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, if you're down by 12,
let's just transition to the Knicks.
Transition
now.
to the Knicks?
Yeah,
okay, yeah.
Fully. I think I've talked about the Rangers enough that it's depressing, and maybe they'll be in the lottery for the top pick.
With the Knicks or the
both?
Yeah. But no, like, if you need points, I'm sorry, I don't want Frank Ntilikina on the court if you need points. The guys that, if I got to pick the 5 guys that I want on the court when I need points, if they could work together, I want Cantor as the big man, I want Courtney Lee as the shooting guard, I want Tim Hardaway, I want KP, and I want Michael Beasley. If I need points, I want that lineup, regardless of positions. Because none of them play any damn defense anyways.
Well, I was going to say, that's not a great defensive pairing.
There's no one on the Knicks that plays defense.
Or Nambe, really.
No, Kawhi Leonard plays defense. He's actually very good at it.
Breaking news, Josh McDaniels has decided not to accept Colts' head coaching job and will remain with New England.
What?
Yeah.
No. Who broke that?
I got it on one of my apps. Let me see who actually broke it.
Well, I mean, what? ESPN, CBS?
It's an app I use called SleeperBot that has really good breaking news. Let me see who actually broke it, though, because it pulls from everywhere.
Okay.
It was Schefter.
Oh. I don't get that. I don't understand that.
I don't either. Why wouldn't you take your opportunity to be a head coach? I mean, I know the Colts aren't like the greatest.
I mean, they have a quarterback controversy kind of going on right now because we don't know if Andrew Luck is ever going to play again.
Mm-hmm.
But we'll talk about that. We'll talk about that in a little bit. As I do have the ESPN website up, so if we need anything or if we need to look anything up, but we'll be good to look. But the problem I have with the Knicks is, and this is why I want Hornacek fired, it doesn't seem like he, as the coach, is doing what he should be doing. Meaning, he's not getting any valuable minutes to Frank Ntilikina, which if we're trying to develop him in KP, they need to be developed.
Absolutely.
Get Jarrett Jack off the team if you have to.
I think we did just discuss this a little bit earlier in the week, and I think he's trying to coach for his job, and he thinks that Jarrett Jack is going to be more suited to winning games. But the Knicks organization has said that they want to develop youth, and they're not at all. Where's the youth movement that they've talked about when your starting lineup is old as hell? Outside of KP and Cantor, if you're starting Jack, Courtney Lee, and
Hardaway's still young.
Yeah, but who's getting more minutes, and it's not all these young guys that it should be. You should have Ntilikina getting up to 20 minutes a game.
I'm pretty sure we discussed this. What I want is for Trey Burke to get 20 to 25 because I think at the point guard, he's the best option. I think he is the one that is... He's a better scorer. He's better for Kristaps Porzingis because he can get KP open. He's shown he can do it. He doesn't have the turnovers. Yeah, his defense isn't as good as Ntilikina's, but Ntilikina is an offensive liability. Jarrett Jack is a all-purpose liability. I guess is
That's true.
I guess is someone called him. I don't remember the exact phrasing. I think it was something. Oh man, I don't remember the phrasing. But what it was is that he's slow. He's slow. He doesn't get ahead of the game. When he takes a while to make his calls, he doesn't have it in his head already, which I think the one thing that I have been impressed with Ntilikina is when he touches the ball and brings it up, he knows what he wants.
Yeah.
So he calls it out quick.
He's fast. When he gets a fast break, he's gone.
Yeah. And I mean, I'm sure he'll get to being something decent. I don't see him ever being great. I just don't see it. I'm having a hard time seeing him even be good in the next couple of years.
I think he has potential to be good. I don't think he's going to be an all-star, but that's not necessarily what you need. He seems like he's developing the passing, and he's got good defense. He's never going to be a world beater, but if he can lock down some of these great point guards, which I think he'll be able to do in the next couple of years, then that's great. You can neutralize a huge threat on the other side. And then if he can get that passing finesse that he's shown signs of, then that's all you need, really. We can get the all-star superstars in other positions if he can feed them.
The other thing that I am impressed with him is that he doesn't back down. Like, for the most part, he went toe-to-toe with LeBron James.
Right.
And I loved when Cantor stepped in. I loved that, because that shows chemistry.
Yeah, and
because
that was some great heart, like, teammates. Yeah, definitely.
Because not to bring up anything too depressing for you, but how many times last season, not this season that just passed, the season before, did Bryce Petty get absolutely whacked and the offensive lineman just walked right past him?
Right.
Like, where's the camaraderie there? Where is the
Leadership.
team mentality? Where's the leadership? That's what was lacking there. And Cantor was the vocal leader in the beginning of the season. I guess he's been told to cut it out. KP is the leader on the floor. Mm-hmm. So they had that working perfectly. When they were doing that, that's when they were beating the Cavaliers. Obviously the Cavaliers aren't that good right now. That's when they were going toe-to-toe. That's when they beat San Antonio. But that's not happening now. And that I think is what really is frustrating me about Frank Ntilikina and all that. So let's step away from the Knicks for a moment. And as they're about to tip off against the Bucks, here comes a loss.
Is Giannis playing?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. He's honestly gonna be the next top superstar. Like,
I've been very adamant that in the next 5 years, there are 3 players who will win an MVP: KP, Giannis, and Kawhi Leonard. In the next 5 years, we'll all have an MVP title. We have some confusion going on in the game right now. Oh, it looks like the shot
with the clock.
Yeah, issue with the shot clock. Okay, all right. So no one cares about that. Let's talk about some NBA trade rumors. Guys, excited for this?
Trade deadline is in 2 days.
Not even. It's 3:00 on Thursday or something like that.
So less than 2 days.
Less than 2 days.
Less than 48 hours, so it's almost 8 o'clock. Let's say it's 8 o'clock, so 43 hours.
Yeah. I think it's maybe it's 2 o'clock. I don't know. Regardless, less than 2 days.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. It's gonna get crazy like tomorrow.
The big rumor that I've heard and the one that I think has been reported the most is Kemba Walker to the Cavaliers. What I had seen
For what though?
here's so this
That
is
for that Brooklyn first.
so the rumors were Kemba and Batum for IT and the Brooklyn first. I personally, if I'm the Cavaliers, I'd say we don't want Batum. We'll do that as a courtesy, so you're not gonna get anything more. If you want to package something, we'll give you that first. Instead of Batum, give us Dwight Howard. I would take Kemba and Dwight for IT in the first pick. Because you got that physical presence that you're losing with LeBron, but you've also got that elite scorer and elite mind that you are losing with LeBron when you bring in Kemba. So,
Okay, so you're saying if so you're prepped for the future if LeBron leaves next year.
quote unquote, if.
Yeah.
That depends on what your definition of the word if is.
Yeah.
Going to LA.
We don't know where he's going, but
I
he's
mean,
not staying in Cleveland.
Yeah.
If they're willing to do that, then yeah, I don't know that they'd do that though. They might want IT in the first just for Kemba. It would be tough to get Dwight too. I think I don't know how popular he is with the coaches and front office down there. I mean, he's never been good on defense, but he's
He's a freak.
he's great when you can get him the ball near the rim.
Yeah.
You know?
He's the last true center.
Well, I think he's not quite defensive enough for that title, but offensively, sure.
I mean, I can't think of anyone in the game now who is actually a center. But
Yeah, it's not a bad point. I still like Robin Lopez. He's not a superstar version.
I
but
mean, if you're hitting
he's
threes,
he's a get down and dirty, not caring about the stats type guy.
if you're hitting threes on a regular basis, I don't count you as a center.
No, that's Brook.
Is it Brooke?
I don't think Rolo hits very many threes. If at
Okay, all right.
all. I miss him. I wish we never made that Noah trade. I wish we had Robin Lopez still.
Oh
What a
man,
better position the Knicks would be in. That would be an expiring contract.
at least you're not wasting a talent.
Yeah.
So yeah, what do you think it will take to bring Kemba to the Cavaliers?
I think they would ask for IT in a first, and if I'm Cleveland, I would try and make that my own first and not the Brooklyn pick. But at the end of the day, that's not an unreasonable ask. It basically means you're getting you gave away what's his face to Boston, and you came back and got Kemba Walker out of it. It's not bad.
I mean, I don't think Kemba Walker's worth a player and a pick.
He's pretty good. He's just got no one else on that team.
I mean, I get that, but I would rather have, if I'm going to spend a player and a pick, I'm going after Lillard or Kawhi.
Yeah, I don't think you're going to get Kawhi for that, but good luck.
I'd be willing, for Kawhi, I'd be willing to do a player and both first-round picks.
Yeah, Kawhi is so good. He's just got to get back from this nagging injury now.
Yeah, absolutely. I think just IT for either IT straight up for Kemba or the pick for Kemba. I think that would be fair. Because you're talking about a guy who, he is himself getting up there in age. Because he played at UConn, 2006?
Kemba?
Let me look that up.
He's not that old, is he?
We're going to find out.
I thought he was younger than that. I thought Jordan said something like he isn't interested in selling, but he would listen to offers,
he's
but it would
27.
have to be a big offer. That was a great block by KP, but then Cantor gives the ball away.
Mm-hmm.
Cantor, you silly bitch.
Hey, he fights